Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with American Manganese CEO and President Larry Reaugh. Larry, you're in Vegas at the Battery Conference. Did you get a big charge out of it?
Well, that's a good way of putting it, Jim. But no, I think it was well worth it for the company to have a couple of representatives down there. We were sitting on a panel, and so, we got to explain our process to a very large group. And but what was interesting, once again, we had meetings, and most of them were set up beforehand, with a lot of big Asian battery companies and conglomerates, and not so much North American. So I really think that North America and Europe are way behind the curve when it comes to what's needed in the battery industry. And by that I mean, when you're talking about cobalt, lithium. It was a lithium conference, so actually the lithium was the centerpiece, but cobalt is definitely certainly a way ahead of the lithium when it comes to scarcity. But just to put things into context, we have discussions ongoing whereby some of the joint ventures would look at stockpiling the batteries that we need to process. And that's always a question. But I find that when it comes to the Asians, they're the ones that bring it up. They want to know if we'd be interested in that sort of an arrangement. And of course we would. So at the same time, Bloomberg article came out about reuse, and so that was a big subject at the conference. And it just doesn't make sense when you stop and think about it. Here are the Asians beating the bush to look for somebody to recycle batteries, and in North America it's all, we can put that off for another 10 years because we're going to reuse the batteries. Doesn't make sense. And so I think the Asians are much further ahead than the Europeans or the North Americans when it comes to where we're at in the battery industry. But other than that, Jim, it was a great show. We got a good exposure for the company, and we've met a lot more people. We certainly have a lot of interest going forward, and I'm just waiting for the, somebody's going to step up to the plate one of these days, and we're off to the races. And speaking of that, the markets are looking pretty crappy all week, and we finally got hit down a bit today. But, that happens. Nothing you can do about it sometimes. So, I'll be back in the office on Monday, or I guess Tuesday. It's a holiday up there. And I just wanted everybody to know that things are progressing. Work's ongoing in the lab. And we definitely will have a press release next week on the progress of that. And, it's nice and hot down here. It's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's a bit of a toaster. Anyway, I can't name names, and I can't discuss who all we talked to, but there was a lot of representatives there from the Northvolt, which is building the gigafactory in Europe, and a lot of the big battery manufacturers, especially out of Japan, Korea, China. And And, we got another big meeting, actually with a big European group, next week. So things are moving along. People are hearing about us and liking what we have. That's all I can say, Jim.
Larry, for people who are new to American Manganese, can you maybe explain a bit about what you do?
American Manganese is a mining company with a critical metals mining company that has some technologies. We have a technology for treating low-grade manganese, and that technology is patented in the U.S. and China, South Africa, and Canada. We have a patent pending for recycling lithium-ion batteries because our chemistries work on that, and that's our focus at this time. We're listed on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the symbol AMY. We're listed in the U.S. under the symbol AMYZF. Frankfurt under the symbol 2AM. We have a lot of information where you can do due diligence on us at our website, AmericanManganeseInc.com, or you can phone me at 778-574-4444.
Larry, thanks a lot for the update and have a great Canada Day.
Okay, you bet.
I've been speaking with American Manganese CEO and President Larry Reaugh. Our conversation took place on June 29th. I'm Jim Goddard.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.